If you've been feeling behind in your home lately, like no matter what you do, there's always more waiting, I just want to tell you, you're not alone. And sometimes it's not that we need to work harder, sometimes we just need a simpler rhythm. So today, I want to share with you some daily habits that help me keep my home running peacefully. I didn't say perfect, it's not a deep clean, but these daily habits do make a difference. So these are the habits that I come back to again and again when I start feeling just a little bit overwhelmed. I like to start with a simple morning reset. Nothing big, just a couple of small things that make a huge difference. Thing one is I make my bed. The bed is the largest item in the room, and when it's made, it just automatically makes things seem just a little bit cleaner, a little bit more comfortable, and I can feel good that I've gotten one thing accomplished for the day. And then thing two is that I unload the dishwasher. That way, my dishwasher is empty and it's ready to receive dirty dishes throughout the day. Now, another part of my morning reset is to wipe down the bathroom sink. I like to do this after I've made the bed and before I go downstairs, but sometimes I might do it later in the evening. And I know some homemakers like to wipe down their bathroom sink at the end of the day so that it's fresh in the morning. This video is brought to you by Apron Diva. Pretty and practical, we believe that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory. Visit us at www.aprondiva.com. And then in the evening, I do something that I call a little kitchen close. I start out with clearing the table, and then I get those dishes scraped and stacked in the dishwasher. Then I'm going to wipe down my kitchen table just in case there's been any crumbs or anything like that that's been spilled on it. I'll get that wiped down. And then once the table is wiped down, I move over to the kitchen counters. I wipe down the counters, and then next I will wipe down the stove. And that's one of the things that is not necessarily my favorite task, but wiping down the stove just kind of helps prevent that buildup that can happen, particularly if you've got a glass or ceramic cooktop. But I'll get the stove wiped down, and then I wipe out the kitchen sink. Once the sink is cleaned out, I take my dirty dish towels, dishcloths that I've used that day, I put them in the laundry and I lay out fresh towels for the night. So that way, in the morning when I get started, I come downstairs and my kitchen will give me a hug because it's nice and clean and I've got fresh towels to start the day. So then all I have to do in the morning then is unload the dishwasher, get them put away, and again I'm ready to start my day. And here's one small mind shift that has really helped me. And I learned this from Dr. Tiffany Shelton. She's a productivity person. But one of the things that she said was if it only takes 2 minutes, just go ahead and get it done. And she was right. If it only takes 2 minutes, you can just knock that out right away. So for example, in the morning, it only takes 2 minutes to rinse off breakfast dishes and get them popped into the dishwasher. If the cat or the kids have a bunch of toys laying around, it only takes 2 minutes to pick those toys up, drop them in a basket, set it wherever they need to go, and then you're ready to move on with your day. So if it only takes 2 minutes, just do it. And then it's done and out of your way and off your mental list. And then my day also has a steady rhythm. I have a routine that I follow that includes making the bed, unloading the dishwasher, and then I start a load of laundry. Just starting a load of laundry every day helps keep me from feeling overwhelmed with a mountain of laundry, not only to wash, but to fold and then get put away. So I start with a load of laundry every day, and it just makes me feel again that much more accomplished. And then the other thing that I like to do is a quick sweep or vacuum of the floor. Now, I don't vacuum every day because we don't have carpets in every room, so I don't feel the need to do that. But I do like to sweep the high traffic areas like my front door into the kitchen and my kitchen floor. I like to sweep those areas up every night. And it's just amazing to me how much there is to sweep up. I can certainly understand why some homes are shoeless because I can see sometimes just a little bit of grit and debris on the floor when I do sweep or vacuum that hard surface. If your floor is sticky, mop it. And I like to use the Swiffer Wet Jet because it's a quick cleanup and it's very easy to use. And to end the day, I like to do what I call a final tidy up, which is where I'm doing a clutter stop and also emptying the trash. So what goes into the clutter stop? Well, the clutter stop is when you take a look around at whatever flat surfaces you have that have a few little minions that have migrated to places where they should not be. So what you do is you pick those things up and you take them where they belong. And then I like to empty the trash because it's filled with the garbage and whatever the debris of the day is. And let me say this. If you can only get to 2 or 3 things on a particularly hard day, that still counts. We are not chasing perfection. We're building a rhythm and we're giving ourselves grace. So if you've been feeling behind, I hope this encouraged you. You don't have to completely overhaul your house. You don't need a whole new cleaning plan. You don't need perfection. You just need a few simple habits that you turn into a routine that you can go back to again and again. Start with one tomorrow. Just one. Start with one tomorrow. Just one. Start with one tomorrow. Just one. And then you're going to build from there. Little by little, those daily habits, that simple routine begins to make your house feel different and you will feel different inside it. If this kind of encouragement is helpful to you, I would love to have you subscribe. We are getting so close to 100,000 subscribers, to 100,000 of you here in the Homemaking with Denise community. And I feel so blessed by that. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you next time.